those things, and making a video is just, I don't know what it is about it that it just like kills me to sit down in front of the camera and film. But oh my gosh, my eyeshadow is like kind of cool. Like I love the inner corner. Like I'm gonna show you because I just got this new eyeshadow palette. Oh my goodness, my mic is falling. It is by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Blend Bunny Cosmetics. And it is called the Ellis palette. It's the eye and face palette. Oh, I didn't know that I could actually maybe use this as blush. I keep palettes in the packaging because sometimes I'll take them to my job and I'll do my eye makeup at work because I am chronically late to work, and the only way to be on time is if I finish my makeup at work and I'm just at least clocked in on time, and I'm hiding from my manager in the bathroom and just doing my makeup and then walking out and acting like I've been on the floor the entire time. The packaging is so cute. I don't really know who Ellis is. I'm assuming that this is Ellis. Like this, I mean, I assume that this is Ellis, right? But I love this palette. I have been wanting just a rainbow palette because, contrary to what I used to believe about myself, is I never thought I'd be able to get into like really colorful eye makeup, and as we can see, like I wear different colors nowadays, so I love it. It's so perfect. It has all the colors in the rainbow quite literally, and I can do so much with it. I also love that it has nudes, which is so perfect. So it's like I can just, it's just a one-stop shop for everything. It has a great gradient as well. I love the purples. The purples were like the main thing about it that stood out to me, because a lot of palettes do not have purple, like a plain purple, let alone a little gradient of purple. So I had to get it. It's like $68, but I got it for like $51 on this random website that was having some kind of promotion. So yeah, I like it. I don't know if I've talked about this, but I usually have I have really bad allergies when it comes to certain eyeshadows. Like Pat McGrath, for example, a lot of her stuff I can't really use in terms of like the eye makeup. It really breaks me out in a really like vicious, nasty way where my eye will completely be inflamed and turn bloodshot red, and it's terrible. And yeah, so I was really scared that what's gonna happen with this palette, but thankfully I don't think it's happened. I wore the shimmer yesterday. I just wore the matte and it was fine. And I'm typically fine with matte eyeshadows. Like I don't tend to break out with those, but it's the shimmers that do it. And I don't think I won't be able to really know until I take it off and like wait till tomorrow morning and see if it's inflamed. But usually it would be like itchy by now, and like there's no itchiness or anything. It's perfectly fine. And I'm shocked because these eyeshadow, the shimmers are almost like a chrome shift. Like any shimmer, I can wear shimmer eyeshadows. Like there are just certain ones that I can wear. Typically older formulas or what I can wear. Like I can wear Jeffree Star's shadows, like all of them. I have like multiple palettes from it, and none of them have ever given me a bad reaction. I have used Bobbi Brown's shimmers. Those work. Urban Decay, those little shimmers, those don't break me out for some reason. It's the newer formulas, like the Pat McGrath ones, and like some other brands like Natasha Denona, that broke me out. I tried multiple palettes from her, had to return them. Huda Beauty, those broke me out. Just like literally just like modern day, like more recent. I don't know what ingredient exactly is doing it. It's kind of impossible to really figure that out. I don't know how I would figure that out. I guess I could do an allergy test, but it's like I don't know. I don't know how I could even avoid it. I just try the eyeshadow, and if it breaks me out, then I return it. It's not a big deal. But I really tend to avoid most shadows nowadays because I just don't want to even deal with that problem. But I went on a limb for this one. I really didn't think it would work, but I was just like, I really wanted to try, like, at least, and so far so good, thankfully, because I love it. It's so good, and I feel like I can do so many things with it, and I can create so many looks with it. And yeah, I just did like a smoky blue eye with this like almost like brick red lip. I don't know how I would explain it. It's like my mom music duo. Like, they're the modern day king and queen of new wave, to be honest. Like, they really are, and that's just the truth. They make amazing synth bass music. I don't know, is that like the term? It's like 80s synth music, but it's like goth music. I don't know, I can't explain it. But it's just new wave. Like, I feel like that's just, yeah. And their music is incredible. If you're into that, like, you would love them. But I've been listening to them since I was in high school, and I am deep obsessed with them. I've listened to them since like 2018, and I was gonna go to their concert that they were having for their last album that they put out that went with like the little film that they made. I was gonna go to that concert in like 2023. They came here in the summer of 2023, and I didn't have anyone to go with, and I did not at the time have the confidence or the just unbridledness, I guess you could say, to go to a concert alone. And I just didn't go, even though I literally bought the tickets and everything. But I was just like, no one that I knew was going, so I was like, I'm not going by myself. I'm not going to a concert alone, which is like so ridiculous. Looking back at it, like, I love doing things alone now. But they were coming back again to do this DJ set at this club that we have here. They're kind of going on like a little mini tour, and they're doing some different DJ sets. Like, it's not really a concert, it's more of like a DJ set where they just play, you know, music that really isn't theirs. Like, it's just like they actually like just DJ. They don't play their music. Unless they did play their music before I got there, because I got there kind of like towards the end, like the middle towards the end of their set, and I'm gonna get into that whole story. But I was like, I saw this, like, it was announced like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go. So I need to like have my redemption for not seeing them 2 years ago. Like, I really wish I did, because the concert ended up looking so cool. They performed at this really iconic like nightclub, and it looked so cool, and I deeply regretted not going. But I was like, okay, this is my redemption for not going. And so, but of course, I forgot to buy the tickets. I just forgot. It just slipped my mind. I was gonna buy them in the moment, but I was like, I don't really want to spend money on that right now. And I just kind of forgot about it until it was like the day before, when it was re-announced. Like, they were reminding people that they were coming. Of course, the event was sold out because Boyarger, like, everybody was trying to go see them. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like pull up, and I'm just gonna like try to sneak in, because I feel like I just can. I don't know why I thought I could do it. I don't know why I thought I could pull it off, but I just felt like I could. And spoiler alert, I did. So my plan really was, is I was gonna go with a couple of friends, and what I was gonna do is I was gonna act like I bought a ticket and somebody sold me a fake ticket, because this happened 2 years ago when my friend and I went to go see Minsky. Someone actually sold us a fake ticket, so he almost wasn't able to go in, but the girl ended up letting him in because she felt bad. And I was like, most people have that amount of empathy, and I'm also a very convincing person, so obviously I could do the same thing with this person. So that was my plan the whole time, but I was gonna go with like a group of people. So I was like, I don't know exactly how it's gonna go. If it's a group of us, like, we're obviously not all getting in. But I was gonna go with my friends, so I go to my friend's house. We went to this like bar that we like to go to, and we were just kind of like discussing how exactly we were gonna go about getting in. And some other people that we knew were going, and there was apparently a long line. They were waiting in line for like 40 minutes, and I was like, we were all like, we don't really want to go and like waste our time going there just to wait in line just for an event that we may or may not be able to get into, because it's sold out and we don't have tickets. Like, we're just going up to the door and hoping that we can somehow talk them into letting us in. But ultimately, they were too tired and they were busy. They had like other things to do, so they were like, they liked on the plans. One of them was tired, the other one had to go out with her boyfriend. And so I just like love playing with my hair. So I was like, I'm gonna go by myself, because I just was like, no, what the hell, sure. Like that meme that goes, what the hell, sure. That's been on my mood board this year, like my mental mood board that I created. That has been on my mood board, to be honest, because every time I think I want to do something, but I'm too scared to do it, or I'm just like hesitant, I think about that meme and I just do it. I'm gonna just go. Like, I already drove here. Like, girl, just go. And so I went in there and I basically had my friend who was already inside of there, I had her send me her ticket. And I was just gonna like pull up with that ticket, just like, let's get it. And then I didn't know exactly what I was gonna say or what I was gonna do. I just went in there because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna go with it. And so I went in there, and she scanned the ticket, and she was like, "This has already been used. Like, you can't use this. Like, has this already? Is it a screenshot?" And I was like, "Yes, someone said someone." I was stuttering like that. Like, someone sold this to me for $20 because they weren't going anymore, and they were like, "Oh, it's already been used." And I was like, "What? What?" And she was like, "I can't let you in with that ticket." And I was like, "Oh, bitch." So I left and I walked out and I was like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do?" So I was like looking at people's wristbands and I was like, okay, there were people who were sitting outside and they had wristbands. So I was like, maybe I could just like take their wristband. But I was like, I can't take the wristband. Not take it, but like ask them for it because they were probably about to go home anyway. And I was gonna be like, "Can I have your wristband?" And just put it on my wrist. And that wouldn't have worked for so many reasons. For one, those wristbands were on tight. I mean, trench coat put into the top, on tight. Like, you could not take them off for that reason. Also, she already saw me try to go in. Like, she's gonna know. So I was just like, okay, no, I'm just gonna walk back in. So, well, my other plan was I saw some custodians who were using a back door who were like throwing trash away. So I was gonna go and like maybe bribe them to let me in because I was getting into that show. Like, I don't care. I was going to see Boy Harsher that night. I don't care. I was going to see them. So but before that, I was like, okay, let me just try to ask one more time and just try to like really like, you know, turn up the like pity and like kind of beg her a little bit. So I go back in and I was just like, can I like please just like pay to get in or something, because I drove like really far to get here and I spent like $20 on this ticket and it's like I feel like this was all for nothing and da-da-da. And she kind of looked around and she was like, okay, is it just you? It's just you, right? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, well, next time, don't be careful about who you're buying tickets for. And she gave me a wristband and I got to go in and I was like, I was so happy. Like, I could not believe that I like pulled that off, to be honest, because I really just like went in there with no fucking ticket in a dream. And they were on and I was just like, oh my god, like, I think I was more excited about the fact that I got in and the fact that I got in without a ticket and that I pulled that off than I was about seeing them, even though they were like right in front of me. And it was like crazy. I was like, oh my god, like I've listened to them for so long and I'm just seeing them, they're in front of me right now. And the set was like really cool. The music was very interesting. I was like dancing alone. Also, I was sober too. When I go to the club, I like to like be at least a little tipsy, but I was like fully sober because I drove. So it was just fully different. Like the entire thing, the entire experience was very enriching because not only did I do that and get in, I did it alone. I went by myself. Oh my gosh, low battery. I went by myself and I was not inebriated at all. And I had some people that I knew that were there, but I was still ultimately by myself and I was dancing by myself and I was having so much fun, honestly, alone. Like, I really like was like, and I feel like ultimately this was something that I feel like I wanted to do because eventually I want to move and go to a new city and I'm not going to know anyone and I'm going to have to start from scratch, make new friends. I'm going to have to go out on my own and meet people and mingle with people and things like that. And that's kind of what I was doing there. So I was able to like put myself out of my comfort zone, which I think is something that I needed to do now before I move away. So that way when I go to a new city, it's not a jarring experience to go out by myself and be alone and not know anyone. I'm also able to be alone because I like being alone. I'm an only child. I'm able to do things on my own. It's not typically what I prefer, but I'm starting to actually really like it. But so I was at the set, so then I saw someone that I knew and they were on stage and they were dancing behind the booth. And so I went up there and I was like dancing with them behind the booth. At this point, Boy Harsher already went off. I wasn't dancing with them, with Boy Harsher, unfortunately. But I was still having a lot of fun. And then eventually I left, and when I was leaving, the gate that I was gonna exit through that was right next to the entrance that I entered through, that gate was broken for some reason. So I was sitting up there for like 5 minutes, like I don't know what to do. I I don't know if there's another exit. Eventually I leave and I see a truck and I follow the truck. And as I'm driving out, I had to kind of drive out a different way than I would have originally gone because of that broken gate. And if that had not happened, I would not be able to have this moment. But on my way out, I'm driving and I see Voyager like standing on the street. I guess they're waiting for their Uber, but they were just like standing on the street with no bodyguard, no nothing. Now they need a bodyguard. They're not Beyonce, but still. And I like was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god. And so I pulled over and I rolled down my window because I was like no, like I'm gonna get a picture with them, or I'm at least gonna say hi to them because I like hello. So I say hi to them and I tell them how much I like love their music or whatever. And I asked them if I can get a picture, and they're super sweet and they're like, sure. And so I like literally parked my car in the middle of the road. I'm in Houston, by the way, like deep in the city. Not smart to do, but I was like so starstruck I couldn't even think straight. And I got to get a picture with them that I will probably put in the thumbnail. If I remember to do that, I will remember to do that. I will remember to do that. You know what? We're gonna put the picture right here. At 18 minutes, okay. I'm gonna remember that. And I got to get a picture with them, and they were really cool. And it was just a moment, and I was just so happy, and it was just such a night. Like, it's like philosophical. It's philosophical. It was a philosophical night for me. Like, truly, it was, because I felt like, I got to achieve all these things, and I didn't even have a ticket. So for me, it was just like a reminder of just to go for it. The worst that could happen is being told no, or being rejected, or being denied. And just to try. So I don't know, just that cheesy thing, but it was just a very like amazing night for me. It was very fulfilling, and it was very just like, I don't know, it still like makes me smile when I think about it, because it was just like, would never have expected any of that to happen. It was so fun, and I just like I still can't believe it. I like, everyone around me is tired of me talking about it, but I don't care. It was just a lot for me. It was like crazy. So now that I met them, I just need to meet Lana, and I think I'll be complete. If I can meet Lana Del Rey, I can die happy. Like, honestly, like, I will be able to die saying that I met my number one person that I like, just kind of like, that I've listened to her since I was in 7th grade, and it would just be like truly a dream come true. Like, I would be able to die happy. Like, me in 7th grade would be so just like, I feel like, and also I was honestly shaking when I met them. I don't know why I'm acting this way. Like, they're not Beyonce. They're not. I don't know why I'm freaking out, but I was shaking when I was meeting them, when I was taking a picture. I really was. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the adrenaline of the entire night. I don't know. It probably was the adrenaline, but I was literally shaking. So I always have wondered, I've never met like someone that I've like, an artist that I've listened to that I loved before. I've never experienced that. And I was just the other day thinking, I'm like, I wonder how I would react if I did meet an artist that I loved. I wonder if I'd be able to be calm and collected, which I was with them. I was calm and collected. Still shaking though. Or if I would freak out. And given how I reacted with them, I think if I met Lana, I think I'd probably pass out. I genuinely think that I would pass out, or I would black out to some certain degree. I would not be able to be calm. I wouldn't. I think I'd freak out completely if I met Lana, or if I met Kate Bush, which I don't think I'd ever be able to. I think I'd be able to meet Lana. I am delusional, and I think I could do it. I think I could meet her. Kate Bush, I don't think I'm ever going to meet Kate Bush. Like, I do not think so. No one even knows where she is. So, I don't think so. I think I could meet her son, and then therefore maybe I could get to her, but I'm not meeting Kate Bush, girl. That's not gonna happen. I think I have a higher chance of meeting Bjork, maybe. Because she hangs around New York. So I'm like, I could meet Bjork. FK Twigs, I think I can meet FK Twigs. She actually does meet and greets, so I think that I could meet FK Twigs. I would love to meet Mitski. I went to her concert. I don't think I can meet Mitski, but who knows? I think that's more possible. The meeting like Kate Bush, it's just never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen, honey. But yeah, if I met those people, I think I just freak the fuck out. I mean, it would be really hard to like not do that. first of all, I think I would also freak the fuck out. But yeah, what a night. I mean, it doesn't feel real. It still doesn't. It feels like a dream. It feels like something that I dreamt up. It doesn't feel real to me. It's not that crazy of a night, but for me, it is. For someone who stays at home most of the time and is a hermit and doesn't go out that much. I mean, I get out of the house, I go to the gym and I work, and I do go out sometimes, but it's like I don't really go to the club or anything that much. So for me, yes, that was a night. It really was. A lot of boundaries were pushed for myself, and a lot of my comfort zone was completely demolished that night. So yes, I will always take that experience with me in life, no matter how many times I'm just like scared to like jump the gun and like go for something and be ambitious and just too scared to do it. I'm always gonna think about that night that I finessed my way into meeting them in the craziest way. So yeah, I just like wanted to like, do a little story time about that because that's something that I did. That was a video that it's just been on my mind, and till this day, even though it's only been a week, I'm still elated when I think about it. I smile genuinely. But yeah, I just wanted to make like a quick little video because I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm gonna get back on it. I have a list of videos that I want to make, and I'm gonna get back on my head. I swear. I probably shouldn't swear because honestly, who knows, but for the most part, I think I am.